Yo, so I think I got shadow banned because I accidentally like typed some dumb shit in the title, and it ended up being like I was talking. The video was just bullshit. You can see on my channel if you want. If this video gets like shown anywhere, but it was like I was just saying some bullshit in the video of like about how guys run through red lights like in regards to girls. Anyways, you have to watch it. But I wrote like guy runs over girl on accident in the title because I was like fucking sleeping and typing random shit for the title. And they fucking shadow banned my ass. So I don't know. I'm curious how long that's gonna last. But anyways, um, this is not super related, but I was I was feeling pretty inspired by a concept of like when shit hits the fan, focusing on the present moment and what you can do each day and each moment to do something about that. Because in the past is gone. Whatever happened, whatever mistakes you've made, you just have to forgive yourself because there's nothing you can do about it. It's in the past and the future isn't here yet. So all we can do is focus on the present and focus on what we're doing each day to figure out how to get out of this. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of successful people are focused on that. They're focused on what's coming next and what to do to prepare for that in the present moment. And I think that's the most important thing, really. And another thing is like taking action towards things because as Dale Carnegie said like over 100 years ago, inaction breeds fear and doubt and action breeds confidence and courage. And that is so true. Like the times when I feel most confident and most like sure of myself and for sure of my actions and best mentally is when I'm taking action towards something. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something that's like big. You know, you don't have to be taking the biggest action or whatever. It could be something small. It could be just the smallest possible increment towards your goals. You know, it could be anything, really. And I think that shit is so important because when you're stuck in like a negative mental state and you're not taking any action towards things and you just kind of get into that like negative spiral, you know, that shit sucks. And the hardest part is acceleration, you know, like this is like Newton's laws. It's the same thing with this stuff. The momentum, like objects in motion tend to stay in motion. Objects at rest tend to stay at rest. Velocity is like more of a constant thing. You know what I mean? Even like static friction. You know what I mean? Like if you try to push something like a water bottle, it's gonna be tough to push it right now. Like I'm putting kind of a lot of force to get it started. But once it's moving, then it's a little easier. You know what I mean? That's because like static friction is higher than kinetic friction, the coefficients usually. But it's the same thing in life. Once you're moving, once you have the momentum, the amount of energy and the amount of effort it takes to keep going is a lot less than it is to push yourself into starting. So if you can just like figure out a method, you know, maybe it's just I don't know, whatever it is, you know, making a bet with a friend, doing a commitment, something like that, to get yourself to be consistently taking action towards something, that shit is very useful, and it helps you a lot. So yeah, um, yeah. I wonder how long the shadow ban's gonna be. It's interesting because like it's kind of weird. Like one thing in a video, like a title, like not even in the video. Um, because it's yeah. What I'm talking about is like this is not like oh bro I'm shadow you know what I mean when you're just like doing dog shit, right? But no, like the whole channel like got has started getting like zero, like I've gotten 0 views since I posted that, like in the past like 5 videos, 0 views. Like I went from like 570, you know, like 75 600 whatever, to 0 0 0 0 0, and like no views on any other videos too, like just everything stopped, which is interesting. um Not that it really fucking matters anyways, like this is just a learning lesson, and at this point in my channel it's like it doesn't really matter. Like I'm on 200 subscribers. If it like worst case scenario and I post for like a couple more weeks and I'm still like shadow banned or whatever, just make a new one. Like it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? And just take the lessons I learned from those things. I could even repost the videos that did good or whatever. That shit is really not a big deal. But Yeah, it's also a good lesson for why YouTube, like the whole like sense thing. If you read like the Millionaire Fastlane, it's control is the first one, right? And that's why your business shouldn't be fully dependent. You can use YouTube and like social media as funnels. I think they're great funnels, but as a revenue generator, that shit is very unreliable because you can just get banned, or someone else can just control your revenue if that's the only way you make money and the only way you promote yourself. So I think that's something to think about and something that's pretty important, and like maybe this is a good lesson I can take from things. Which is another thing you have to do when shit's going wrong. You can see like what is the action that I am being forced to take that I wouldn't normally take, you know, if things weren't going wrong. You have to try to take the positives from things and like see the best like outcomes and shit from things, um or like the best learning lessons, because otherwise it's it's kind of like I don't know, it's a bit more demoralizing, I think, or if that's a word. I don't even know if that's a word really. um but yeah, man. um cool. Well, yeah, have a good one. Peace.